Right, so let's do a quick tutorial on how to use a dichotomous key. So this is the dichotomous key that you're going to be using in the lab, the mineral identification lab. So the way a dichotomous key works, you can see the word there, dichotomous, di prefix meaning two of something. In this case, it's essentially two answers, two possible answers. In this case, it's usually yes or no. So the question that we start with is the mineral a dark color such as dark gray, black, red, or gold? And so if the answer is yes, you would take one track, and if the answer is no, then you would take the other track. So here's a mineral that we have here, and as you can see, it's fairly lustrous. As you can see, it's transparent. So I wouldn't classify that as being dark in color, dark gray, black, red, or gold. So I'm going to go ahead and follow the no track. So here I am. I'm on the no track, and now it leads me to the next question, which is the mineral clear or white with no colors such as green, pink, or purple? And like I said before, you can see right through the mineral. So yeah, I would describe this mineral as clear. So we can go ahead and follow the yes track here. That leads us to our next question, which is, does the mineral have a hardness of 2 or less? Well, to figure that out, again, we're going to use our Mohs scale. I'm going to go ahead and scratch this with my fingernail, because if you remember, when we are using Mohs scale, the softest object that we start with is our fingernail. And as you can see here, this thing actually powders my fingernail. So whatever this is, it has a hardness of greater than 2 or 2.5. So the question was, does the mineral have a hardness of 2 or less? And the answer is no. So we can follow this track and go to this question. It says, can the mineral be peeled into layers? Well, let's find out. You can see I've broken a piece off right here, and as you can see, it peels off into these nice thin layers. So the answer is yes. And once we follow the yes, it looks to me like this mineral is muscovite. So then I would go ahead and set my mineral right there. The claim that I'm going to make based on following the dichotomous key, that I'm going to say this is muscovite. Now when I write my explanation, what I'm going to do is I'm going to use the physical properties that I found here in the dichotomous key. I'm going to say things like it's kind of a brownish color, it's clear, it's got a hardness of more than 2.5, and it can be peeled into layers. So when I write my explanation and I'm making my claim that this is muscovite, that's the evidence that I'm going to use. And the science concept I'm going to use to support that is specifically the science concept where we're using the hardness of the mineral and using Mohs scale. So that's how you do it. That is how you use a dichotomous key.